right? 10 gram. So 10 gram is how much? 0.01 kg. 0.01 kg. 0.01 kg. मुझे हैंकर चीफ से किसी को मारना है और इम्पैक्ट आना चाहिए, लगना चाहिए जोर से. Have you ever heard of this? In a movie or some of your friends doing this mischief, trying to hit with the help of handkerchief, and you have observed that a good impact is produced. How they have done it? Not audible. Okay, I'll explain. See, you might have seen some of your friends, or in movie or some TV serial you would have seen, they take a handkerchief, they move it in a direction. As soon as it hits you or strikes you, they change the direction. Basically, they are producing change in momentum. Suppose this was moving. Sorry, I did not get you. Suppose this was moving at 20 meters per second, and once it hits, it bounces, it returns with 20 meters per second. So what is change in momentum? Change in momentum is very small. How much? 20 into 0.01 is 0.2, 0.2 minus 0.4. So minus 0.4 Newton का impact कुछ खास नहीं डालेगा, बहुत ज़्यादा impact नहीं डाले. But if this is done in a very small interval of time, if time of impact is reduced maybe 0.001 seconds. Just see what is force. 0.4 upon 0.001. That is 400. कितना ज़्यादा force हो गया? That's a good force. See, कहने का मतलब है sometimes we don't have much momentum to utilize. Momentum नहीं है, mass कम है, velocity कम है, so we don't have much momentum to utilize, right? Then how to produce impact? तो यहाँ लिखा हुआ है you can utilize time of impact decrease कर लो आप. You can reduce time of impact. Force is change in momentum. ये नहीं है आपके पास, कोई बात नहीं. Time of impact utilize करो. By reducing the time of impact, you can increase the force to large extent. So you can hit someone with a handkerchief also, and it will produce an impact.
Sir, does it mean that how less the impact, that much like hard it will hit?
Lesser is the time of impact, more hard it will hit.
Yes, sir.
Lesser is the time of impact, harder it will hit. I'll give you another example. You must have seen people who do martial arts, who are good in martial arts. You would have seen what they do. They break some bricks. They'll keep some pieces of bricks, right? And they will hit it to break it in a shot, right? How do they do it? So if you see some movie or some shows, if you observe them, what they do is they move the hand quickly, they bring their hand quickly and produce an impact, and suddenly the time of impact is very less. So see, their hands are not as heavy as maybe my hand is more heavier than them, right? So mass of my hand will be more than their mass. But so P2 minus P1, momentum availability with them is okay, not much, because their mass is less. So momentum availability with them is again less. So what they do is they do it in a very small interval of time. They reduce the time of impact. So by reducing the time of impact, they increase the magnitude of the impact, or they produce more force in time of interval. They have decreased, so T denominator is less, force increases by large amount. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Point is clear now? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, good. If you don't have much of momentum available to produce the impact, what you can do is you can work on time of impact. जितनी देर में वो impact डालने वाले हो, आप ऐसे आओगे ऐसा माना, राइट, वहां पे दी रखते चले गए तो impact नहीं आया. You hit it, you bring the change in momentum, but in a very small interval of time. So impact produced would be more. So change in momentum come hai, so do one thing, reduce the time of impact, the time in which you bring that change in impact, change in momentum, reduce it, impact will be more, right? Okay. Sometimes we increase this time of impact to reduce the impact. कभी कभी ये t को बड़ा भी करते हैं हम लोग. Sometimes t is increased to reduce the impact, ये कैसे करेंगे भाई, ये कहां पे करते हैं? तो you would have seen cricketers trying to catch a ball, right? How do they catch the ball? Suppose ball is coming from this side, right? They, as soon as the ball reaches their hand, they start pulling their hands back. They start pulling their hands back. Why so? Because they don't want to stop the ball in a fraction of second. Ball is coming from this side. इधर से ball आ रहा, they are trying to catch the ball, right? इधर से वो ball पकड़ने के लिए. So the ball is about to touch the hands or the gloves or whatever. They start pulling back the hand, right? So what happens due to that? The time in which the ball is brought down to rest increases. If you try to catch the ball this way, right? If you try to stop the ball momentarily, right? So P2 minus P1 is okay, but time of impact you have reduced. If you stop the ball momentarily, so time of impact decreases. So time of impact decreases, so force will increase. So you might get injured or hurt, right? So what you do is you pull the hands back, right? So the time in which the ball is brought to rest, initially it was moving with some velocity, and now slowly you take more time to bring it to rest. So it doesn't hurt. It produces less impact. It does not produces much impact, right? So many a times we increase the time of impact. Sometimes when needed, we decrease the time of impact. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So sometimes we increase the time in which that momentum is changed, and sometimes we decrease the time in which that momentum is changed. By decreasing the time, we try to increase the impact. By increasing the time, we try to decrease the impact. Okay? Good. So
Yes.
this is one thing which we need to do. Okay. Then next is very important topic. Deduction of Newton's second law of motion. One of very important deductions of Newton's second law of motion. When I say Newton's second law of motion, it is force acting on any object is change in momentum per unit time. There's a very famous and very important deduction. In fact, in many of the textbooks, you will read Newton's second law of motion as that deduction. Suppose there's an object of mass m was moving with some velocity v1. It is acted upon by force of F for t seconds. Its velocity changes by from v1 to v2. I'll repeat. There's an object of mass m moving with velocity v1. It is acted upon by some force F for t seconds. Its velocity changes to v2, right? Now, question is, how will you relate these quantities? What is initial momentum? Momentum before force starts acting on the object. What is momentum before the force starts acting on the object?
0.
No, it was moving with v1 velocity.
V1.
See, there was an object m into v1. See, there's an object which was already moving with some velocity. There was an object which is already moving with velocity v1. You applied a force F in it for t seconds, right? So its velocity has changed from v1 to v2. So initial momentum is m into v1. What is final momentum? Final momentum is
M into V.
m into v2. Correct. So final momentum is m into v2. Initial momentum is m into v1. Let us substitute these values in the formula. Newton's second law of motion says this is P2 minus P1 upon T. So F is m into V2 minus m into V1 upon T. Now m is common, V2 minus V1 upon T. M is common, V2 minus V1 upon T. Have you ever heard this quantity? Change in velocity per unit time.
So it's the acceleration quantity.
It is acceleration. We have studied in the previous chapter. So new formula is F equals to ma. V2 minus V1 upon T, that is change in velocity per unit time. ये कुछ नहीं but वही पुरानी quantity है, acceleration. So force is mass into acceleration. This is one of the most important deductions of Newton's second law of motion. F equals to m into a. Force is mass into acceleration. So very, very, very important formula. Many people remember this as Newton's second law of motion. कई लोग तो इसी को Newton's second law of motion याद रखते हैं because this is very important. You'll be using this form more frequently than F equals to P2 minus P1 upon T. वो P2 minus P1 by T तो बहुत कम ही यूज करते हैं हम लोग, सबसे ज्यादा इसको यूज करते हैं. F equals to ma. तो force is mass into acceleration. It's very, very, very important. This is one of the most important deductions of Newton's second law of motion. Many people remember this as Newton's second law. Means what? If there's an object of whatever shape but of mass m, if it is acted upon by force F, then this object will accelerate in the direction of force by a quantity F. That's one. If an object is acted upon by force F, then it will accelerate by F by m in the direction of force. This is very, very, very important. I hope समझ में आया. Some of the teachers ask this deduction in exam. School teachers कभी-कभी ये deduction पूछते हैं. If they have taught in class, they will definitely ask you to deduce that F equals to ma using F equals to P2 minus P1 upon T. From Newton's second law, deduce that force is mass into acceleration. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So now we can start questions. So simple questions से start करता हूँ मैं. And यहाँ पे previous chapter के concepts भी use होंगे. We'll use concepts of previous chapter also. Not much. Those three kinematical equations, V is equal to U plus AT, S is equal to UT plus half AT square, and V square is equal to U square plus 2AS, right? कौन से formula है? ये मैं recall करा देता हूँ. We call it kinematical equations, if you remember. जिनने नहीं पढ़ा है उनको वापस पढ़ाना है. This Sunday or Saturday I'll start again. So kinematical equations. What was that? If an object is moving in velocity u if it experiences an acceleration a for t seconds, its velocity changes to v and displacement is s. So this is initial velocity. Initial velocity. This is acceleration. This is time interval. This is final velocity at the end of interval, and this is displacement. So how many quantities are there? There are 5 different quantities in the concept. Now, if you want to relate them, now v is equal to u plus at. This was first kinematical equation. Velocity at the end of the interval is initial velocity plus acceleration into time interval. V is equal to u plus at. Then there was a formula S is equal to ut plus half at square. Then there's a formula v square is equal to u square plus 2x. So v is equal to u plus at. S is equal to ut plus half at square. V square is equal to u square plus 2. If you remember, these are 3 formulas which we have used to solve problems based on constant acceleration. This we use when we have problem based on constant acceleration. So constant acceleration वाले case में ये formula हम use किया करते थे. I hope you remember. Now, let's start. So ये plus F equals to ma, force is mass into acceleration. ये दोनों concept merge करके अभी कुछ क्वेश्चंस हम लोग सॉल्व करेंगे. इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चंस हैं, राइट? फिर उसके बाद नेक्स्ट टॉपिक. So let me start with the question. Try this. बड़ा simple सा question है. There's a force of 20 Newton acts on an object for 5 seconds. If velocity of particle changes from 10 second to 10 meter per second to 20 meter per second in 5 seconds, calculate acceleration and mass of the object.
So first question हो गया.
Okay. What's acceleration in first question?
5 meter per second square.
Acceleration.
So 2 meter per second.
2 meter per second square. And what is mass?
So 4 kgs.
What is mass? No.
So 10 kgs.
10 kg. First one. किसको इसको आया, किसको नहीं आया? Anyone else who got the answer? The first one. Tanishk. Arnav, Muskan, anyone? Bhumi, Himanshu, Laksh, आया किसी को? Okay. Anyone will try with me? Anyone who will try with me? Arnav? Arnav? Not responding. I show.
I want to ask that retarding force is M into E, right?
हाँ right. A is negative. Sachit. Dear, you people should respond. Sachit.
Sir, I didn't understand.
You got the answer? Sachin?
No, sir.
Okay. See, you may find it difficult because this topic, the previous topic, even you have not done yet. But you can do it by other methods also. P2 minus P1 by T also you can apply. Anyways, see, initially speed of the object was 10 meter per second and changes to how much? 20 meter per second. In how much time? In 5 seconds. Can you say what is acceleration? Acceleration is change in velocity per unit time. So what is change in velocity? Velocity कहाँ हो गया? 10 का 20 हो गया. So what is change in velocity? 20 minus 10 upon time taken. Time taken is 5. So 20 minus 10 is 10. 10 by 5. 2 meter per second square. So acceleration is 2 meter per second square. प्लीज नहीं आ रहा तो मुझे बताओ. हाँ, उसको स्किप मत करो. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इज इट क्लियर? कनिष्क, लक्ष?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ओके. नाउ अभी जस्ट हमने देखा था फोर्स इज मास इनटू एक्सेलरेशन, राइट? फोर्स इज मास इनटू एक्सेलरेशन. तो फोर्स इज गिवन. फोर्स इज हाउ मच? 20 न्यूटन. मास पता नहीं, ढूंढना था. एक्सेलरेशन मिल गया. एक्सेलरेशन इज 2. तो m is 20 upon 2, 10 kg. So mass of the object is 10.
Second question done.
Done? Okay. So what's your answer?
The acceleration is minus 40 meter per second square.
Acceleration is minus 40, 400. Yeah, correct. Minus 40, correct. It's
So
correct.
mass is minus 800
Acceleration.
kg.
Mass is 20 kg. Force is 800 Newton.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Force is 800 Newton. Retarding force, so you can write minus 800 or even you can write 800. Okay. So all of you see, first question नहीं आया तो please ask. मैं वापस से बताता हूँ. मुस्कान, is it clear? मुस्कान, first one.
Yes, sir.
Arnav.
Yes, sir.
First question is clear, na? Okay. Now let's take the second one. See, what all values, what all things are given in second question. Second question mein, there was an object which is already moving with 20 meter per second, right? And by a retarding force, it is brought down to rest in 5 meters. It covers a distance of 5 meters before it comes to rest, right? So there was an object which was moving with 20 meter per second and by a retarding force is brought down to rest in a distance of 5 meters. Question is, what is magnitude of retarding force? So forget about retarding force. First, let us measure acceleration. Initial velocity. It was moving with 20 meter per second. Finally, it comes to rest, that is 0 meter per second. Finally, it comes to rest and 0 meter per second. Right? Distance it covers in between, distance it covers is 5 meter. So what is acceleration which it undergoes? So acceleration which it undergoes is given by formula u square v square as wala formula. V square is equal to u square plus 2as. Put the values. Final velocity 0, initial velocity 20, 20 square, acceleration is not known, displacement is 5 meter. So take it on this side, minus 10a is 400. A is minus 40 meter per second. So acceleration is minus 40 meter per second square. Okay, so acceleration is minus 40 meter per second square. Now, if acceleration is minus 40 meter per second square, what is force? Force, Newton's second law of motion say force is ma. Mass was given, mass kitna tha? 20 kg, acceleration was 40, so 800 Newton. So force acting on the object is 800 Newton. Minus sign tells us the direction. So magnitude की बात करो तो it is just 800 Newton. Direction और add कर लो तो मतलब opposite to the direction of motion because it is retarding force. Okay. So retarding force था इसके लिए direction उल्टा कर लो. हाँ, tell me. नहीं आया तो I'll explain again.
Can you explain again?
Sachit. I'll repeat, no issues. See.
Next.
Okay. See, first you have to visualize the situation. हो क्या रहा है? So there was an object of mass 20 kg, right? It was already in motion. Move कर रहा था. कितने speed से? 20 meter per second. Somebody applied a force opposite to the direction of motion. So it decreases, its speed decreases and it comes to rest in 5 meters. It covers a distance of 5 meters before it comes to rest, right? So you have to estimate the retarding force. ये force कितना लगा होगा? मतलब how much force you need to apply on this object so that it comes to rest before it travels a distance of 5 meters. So by the time it covers a distance of 5 meters, it should come to rest, right? So question is, what is magnitude of force acting on it? तो फोर्स तो मिल जाएगा अगर मास पता है, फोर्स मिल जाएगा if I know the acceleration. तो मेरा छोटा सा काम रह गया acceleration निकालना. So I have to estimate the acceleration, right? Acceleration कैसे ढूंढूं? So let us see what all data is given, what all information is given. Speed with which it was moving before the force starts acting on it. So speed is, initial velocity is 20 meter per second. Hello, all of you agree to this? Initial velocity is 20 meter per second. Okay. Finally, is brought to rest. It comes to rest. That means final velocity is 0 meter per second. Agree to this? Final velocity is 0 meter per second.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is displacement? Displacement is 5 meter in the interval. How much distance it covers before it comes to is 5 meter. So displacement is 5 meter. All of you agree to this? What I'm looking for is acceleration. UVS, ये पता है, A ढूंढना है. So if you go through the 3 kinematical equations, बार बार बोलता हूँ ये याद कर जाना. 3 kinematical equations, these are very important. S is equal to UT plus half AT square. V square is equal to U square plus 2as. Right? So which formula, which of the 3 you will use? Third one.
Sir, the
0, 20, 20, SS5. So put the values. 0, 20 का square, acceleration नहीं पता, displacement is 5. So minus 10a is equal to 400. So a is equal to minus 40 meter per second square. So acceleration मालूम चल गया. Now you have to estimate force. The force is mass into acceleration. Mass is known. Mass is 20 kg. Acceleration is minus 40, or let us say 40 in magnitude. So 20 into 40, 800 Newton. So 800 Newton is retarding force. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good.
Yes,
So I will stop here. Next class में और interesting questions करेंगे. Right? Before I complete the
Thank
move
you,
to
sir.
next topic और कुछ interesting
you, sir.
questions